with delving into hell to save a lover type deal, which I am all about.
Yeah.
Except maybe this time I won't have to deal with Satan and his floppy dick. Welcome back to This Week in Gaming. I'm Proxy.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Jeff.
Jeff is here this week.
Hello.
So boy, did some stuff happen.
Oh boy, did it.
Not just news this week, but we're gonna cover the news right quick for y'all, and then we're gonna hop into what went down at the Game Awards last night.
Yeah, at least our favorite parts and some wild shit that happened because we watched
All of it.
all of it.
I watched from the announcement of the DLC for Breath of the Wild
Yeah,
onward.
Yeah.
And it was still pretty wild.
pretty close to the beginning, so you're fine.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna like power right through these.
You got it.
We can talk about it later if we decide we have time. So, number one, Monster Hunter World beta starts as of, well, when you're hearing this, so Saturday, December 9th, you can download it as of Friday night. It starts at 9 a.m. Pacific time, which is noon Eastern time. You can begin downloading it on Friday, like I said, and expect to allot at least 5.9 gigs of space. Beta features 3 quests across 2 environments with 3 monsters. It can be
played solo.
Yeah, solo or with
players. So,
thank you.
I know exactly what you and I are going to be doing.
Yeah, that's Sunday for me. 14 different
weapon types.
Yeah.
Which is exciting.
I heard that Monster Hunter World, you can have 2 weapons.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So apparently, I
think you could dual blade in Monster Hunter 4, but generally speaking, Monster Hunter's weapons are sized such that
you can't.
It's not going to happen. You're not going to be able to wield 2 of these things.
Yeah.
The game does officially release January 26th for console. Windows PC players will get it later on 2018. Next up in the list, Mega Man 11 was announced, coming to Nintendo Switch, PS4, and Xbox One sometime in 2018. It's another side-scroller, like the other 10 Mega Man games, but with kind of a 3D-esque feature, almost like Mighty Number 9.
Yeah, it seemed very Mighty Number 9.
It's going to be coming late 2018. It's been 7 years since Mega Man 10 came out,
Which is a really long time.
And
boy, is it.
It's been 30 years as of the 17th since Mega Man 1 came out.
Yeah. You're older than Mega Man.
Only by a couple months.
Yeah, that's funny.
Next up on the list, Pokemon Go had a recent update where more Gen 3 Pokemon were added to this roster, as well as real-world weather effects.
I don't know if real-world weather effects means the weather you're experiencing is what happens, or if it's like sometimes it rains.
Randomly generated. Yeah. I think it's just randomly generated, like rain or snow or.
I thought it already had that because like whenever it was raining out, my phone was like I'd get water on my phone when I was trying to play.
Oh no! See, that's because you're playing the 4D version.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, not 3D.
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm gonna have to check it out now that I have a phone that can actually do it.
So another.
Speaking of Pokemon.
Yeah, speaking of Pokemon,
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds has been cast as Detective Pikachu.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, he will be doing motion capture for Pikachu.
Oh dear God.
Yeah, this is a live action movie.
Yeah.
And,
still, I can't. Ryan Reynolds just mocap for Pikachu.
I don't know if it's gonna be like he voices Pikachu or what.
Yeah.
Or if it's just going to be Pikachu, but he's being mocapped by Ryan Reynolds. Because, like, you couldn't get anybody to mocap.
But Detective Pikachu is being written by Alex Hirsch of Gravity Falls and Nicole Perlman of Guardians of the Galaxy series.
So it's going to be really good.
Yeah, it'll be really good because Alex Hirsch is amazing at writing, and I haven't been disappointed with Guardians.
Yeah.
So still have to watch number 2.
Yeah.
Next up on the list, Devil May Cry Collection has been announced for PS4, PC, and Xbox One. This is an HD collection.
Talk about a game that's actually finished, finally coming to one of the current generation's consoles.
This will, it's Capcom's re-release the same 3 games 2012 for the PS3 and Xbox 360. Based on screenshots recently released by Capcom, the 2018 re-release will be very graphically similar to the 2012 one.
Which is basically to say that you can now play it on the PS4.
Yeah, essentially.
Basically. It made me laugh because it's like,
Slightly
oh
upscaled.
no, 2012 graphics were not great.
On the plus side, A, it releases in 2018 with a date of March 13th, and B, you're getting 3 games for pretty much $10 a pop.
Yeah, the whole thing's going to be $29.99. So if it is an HD release, that's a really good deal.
Yeah, absolutely. Is this the final one? Nope, we still have
Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider.
If you're looking to raid some tombs,
Yep.
your time is coming soon.
Square Enix has announced this week that they're working on a new entry in the Tomb Raider franchise. Last I heard, it's going to be called Shadow of the Tomb Raider, but that was a couple months ago because you had Rise of the Tomb Raider, you had Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider, and I believe the next one is Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
And then it was Tomb Raider.
Yeah, Electric
Raider
Boogaloo.
5.
Yeah. Raid
See,
6.
I was thinking that in the new Shadow of the Tomb Raider, you'd be raiding tombs that are inside of giant moving Colossus, if you will.
I see what you did there.
Tomb Raider of the Colossus, Shadow of the Lara.
But yeah, there's no official date of when they plan on releasing it. I hope they go the way that they decided with Rise, where PS4 gets it first, because come on, it's a Sony product. Where the first one got 360, or yeah, it was Xbox 360 got
Because
it first
Microsoft initially had bought the
for a
company
year.
and was like, we're going to make this exclusive for
Yeah.
Xbox. And they went, no.
And then Rise came out at the 25th anniversary of Tomb Raider, so it was like, no, this has to release on Sony first. Finally, for just quick news, there's going to be a new Portal game. Kind of, sort of. It's a Portal mobile game that is a cross between Portal and Bridge Constructor. If you've never played Bridge Constructor, the goal to it is to get a truck from one end to the other by making a bridge.
Now you're bridging with portals.
Yeah, now
basically.
you're bridging with portals and some bridges too. Like it's like it's a good hybrid. I saw screenshots of it. It looks pretty cool. It's going to be coming to PC and mobile as of December 20th, with console versions to follow sometime early 2018. Which is
we
cool.
are for sure going to be checking that out because it sounds adorable.
Yeah.
And you love all those.
I'm going to be checking it out. Am I going to be playing it for a long time? Probably not,
No.
because I don't have much of a retention for mobile apps.
Yeah. See, Jeff loves all the little.
I love those stupid things.
Jeff loves micromanaging and tapper games.
Yeah.
So like this
Okay.
is right up your alley, and it's Portal, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And it's like actual
Bridging with
Portal.
portals.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an official Steam release.
Sweet.
Or not Steam, but Valve, I mean.
Yeah. I mean, they're pretty much the same deal, but yeah.
Now into the bread and butter of what we are going to talk
boy.
about today.
So for the record, as the Game Awards were happening, as I was watching it, I was taking notes of any new trailers that were happening and all of the people that were winning things, all the games that were winning things. We're not going to cover all of it. I will put all of it in the article that will be posted on Tuesday. But no one fucking wants to listen to us just ramble on about who won what for 45 minutes.
We do, however, want to listen to us ramble on about how the Oscars can go and fuck themselves up.
Oh
Yeah,
my god.
what was his
for
name?
5
Joseph
minutes.
Ferris.
Joseph Ferris. Oh my god, love of my life. Pretty sure.
He was probably the most like real dude going on there.
I don't know if maybe like the commotion of what like people were kind of reacting to what he was saying, but I didn't love that he was like, sometimes the companies make mistakes about EA. It's like, don't defend them.
But
Don't defend them.
at the same time,
EA
he
is-
defended him because EA was his bankroll.
Yeah.
They gave
Oh,
him
no,
money and said, we
I
give
get
you
it.
100% control.
And they definitely did make a mistake. But
Yeah.
it's like, this is a kind of a weird place to
Absolutely.
do that.
So if anyone
amazing.
listening doesn't know exactly what was going on, well, for us last night, which was Thursday night, it was the 4th year of the annual Game Awards. It was started by Jeff Keighley. He's been in the gaming industry for 20 odd years.
Forever. If you've ever watched anything having to do with
Gaming, social media.
He's like been in the industry almost as long as I've been playing games.
Yeah,
If
essentially.
if you see his face, you probably are like, I recognize him from somewhere.
but they decided to amp up the Game Awards with what they were doing this year. Last year, the big notable thing was they had the guy who created the Doom soundtrack.
Yeah.
They had it performed live throughout the whole entire night. This year, they had an orchestra that was playing music. It opened up with a YouTuber, I can't remember her name. She does a lot of gaming covers with a cello. And
It was really good.
she was paired up with Sinister Gates, who's the lead guitarist of Avenged Sevenfold, and they opened up the show with an orchestra.
That sounds amazing.
It was amazing.
It was like video game medleys.
Yeah.
Like I feel like one of the first songs they were playing was one from Dragon Age because I felt my blood start to actually pump in my body, and then it stopped, and I was like, oh, it's over. And then they did Skyrim, and I was like,
we all know your
fucking
blood.
yeah.
Your blood only pumps when dragons are involved.
It's true.
legit.
It's true.
If you do know about the Game Awards and you've watched them the past 3 years, you for some reason didn't get to see them last night. They did add some new categories this year. Best ongoing game. They added a student category for student created games,
Which is an awesome category.
which is awesome. And then they also added a first time audience voting. So like for the last week. About the last week or so, you could go online to the Game Awards website and put your vote in for Game of the Year. Pretty much all the categories, right?
Most of them, yeah.
It was working like garbage for me because I had barely any service.
Yeah,
so.
I voted though.
I sure did.
I think my vote only counted once, but it still felt good to vote. Get out there and.
I'm going to tell you right now, it was the best I felt voting for something since the 2012 election.
Womp womp.
I was not able to vote then. No, wait, was I?
That's not true,
Yeah,
because I voted on things between then and now that were not political and were probably game-centric, so that's...
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know where to start.
I know where I would like to start. Norman Reedus and the Crazy Fetus, Part 3.
My God.
Regis Fetus.
Okay, so there was a extended Death Stranding trailer.
Yep.
This game has been announced
Hold
for...
on. I think you're jumping the gun.
Oh, no.
It might not be a game.
Oh, this is where I'm getting.
Okay.
This game was announced a year and a half ago at E3.
Sure was.
2016.
And everyone thought that it was going to be PT or Silent Hills.
Yeah.
I still am not 100% sure this is a fucking game.
Yeah.
There is still zero information that this is a game.
Yeah.
There's no information. There's no gameplay.
Yeah.
No,
Like, what the fuck?
Don't get it twisted. I'm still going to buy it. But
Oh, yeah,
I
but that's
don't
because
know-
Kojima owns my soul.
I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I will watch Norman Reedus be lost on a beach with a weird baby for 18 hours. I will just do that. I don't care. It looked amazing. I'm not sure if it's aliens, if it's demons, if it's a virus of some
I'm
sort.
pretty sure it's aliens.
It really looked like aliens. You have to go watch the trailer yourself because it's
like an 8-minute long trailer.
Well, the whole
Yeah.
trailer talked about, like, at first there was an explosion that created life.
Right, the Big Bang.
And then there was
Essentially.
another explosion that ended
That set the world spinning.
Yeah.
There was a lot of explosion talk going on. I'm guessing now from the themes and what was going on there, all I could think was Orson Welles' War of the Worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Essentially.
And I was like,
yeah. Oh, we should really watch that.
I love the feel of what's going on there. And
Yeah.
it looked like they're on an alien world. And the more that I don't know how many times you guys have watched the trailer.
Only the once.
I've been watching it a couple more times. And things I didn't initially pick up on, but you might have, was, so it starts off with them stranded on this, like, one guy's stuck under a shuttle, another guy's trying to help him out, and for whatever reason, the two of them are in a rapid aging process.
Yeah.
Like, creepy rapid aging process. For whatever reason, that's not affecting Norman Reedus. Now, Norman Reedus' character, I believe his name was Sam in the trailer, he gets up and he looks pretty, worn, like they just fell from somewhere.
Yeah.
So they were probably doing like a recon mission or something. They crashed, and now they're here. And it looks like the other two, Norman Reedus and the guy who's pinned under the shuttle, both had the same kind of like setup. For the third guy had that container on his front.
Yeah.
And it looked like they both had the same thing going on.
Yeah.
Or had at one point. and you find out like partway through the trailer, aside from these invisible aliens going everywhere, that it has a baby in it, like a fetus.
Yeah.
And it's just like squirming around and whatnot. Now the running theory is whatever's going on here, these guys aren't just like, they're not transporting a baby. It's not like Sons of Men or Children of Men.
Yeah.
It's like because of whatever's causing this rapid aging process, the only way for them to survive is by carrying around clones of themselves.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Something for sure having to do with youth and life. Something for sure having to do with that. I think maybe because whatever was causing... At the beginning, it's like there's these footprints made by some invisible thing, or handprints or paw prints or something. And...
They look like... honestly, they end up being like footprints.
Yeah.
Because as you start seeing the alien things walking, it's what ends up being under their feet.
The Norman Reedus character and the other guy, like their little machines on their backpacks start whirring and making noise, and they cover their faces. The other guy who was crushed under the car didn't. So clearly this is like something weird that you breathe and it makes you age rapidly. I'm thinking the baby inside the tube and also apparently inside of Norman Reedus's belly, because that's how babies work.
I'm wondering if like his clone is just inside him.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe that's the thing.
It was so fucking weird. I don't know. I just don't know.
I'm still angry because I know Mads Mikkelsen is in this quote unquote game, and we still have yet to see him.
Yeah, I know.
And what his character is about.
And him and Kojima are like absolutely BFFs.
Yeah.
It's adorable. But I also like in this trailer, maybe whatever it is, the camera like zooms down Norman Reedus's throat all the way down to his belly, and then it shows you the baby, and the baby's like sucking his thumb, and then it pops its thumb out of his mouth and gives you a thumbs up, and then the camera zooms back out of his mouth. And it was like, what the fuck is happening right now?
That's like some Wanted shit.
Yeah, I don't understand what's going on, but I love it, and I'm gonna buy it. That was worth watching all of those horrible eBay commercials. And
oh my god, and
Uber Eats with McDonald's.
And not to mention the AMD commercials, which I'm a fan of AMD, but guys, fix your audio. I'm watching the AMD commercials, and I don't know if I can replicate this, like not doing it in post, because I'm not taking that kind of time. But it was very much like, AMD, we have the truth that you want. And the music would go up, and it's like, I don't know if you guys don't know how to work ducking or what's going on here, but it was jarring for certain.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Nobody has any.
Yeah, it sounded perfectly fine to me.
Yeah, so I don't know. It was bothersome.
Really weird, and I'm excited, and I don't even know. Norman Reedus is so adorable, though. Did you see he was like, I fucking love this guy.
Yeah, and then they like took a selfie on stage.
Yeah, it was so great. It was so great.
But Norman Reedus also didn't know how to talk into a microphone properly.
He didn't. He was like, hey. Like, way up in it. It's so good.
I'm trying to find it, but Kojima's assistant retweeted someone's tweet about Death Stranding not knowing shit.
One of the jokes?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I know Kojima had tweeted, if you watch all three trailers, you might be able to piece something together.
Yeah, you might be able to find a clue, and I haven't...
I call bullshit on that.
Today really, for some reason, got away from me in a really weird way, so I haven't had a chance to do that yet, but I'm gonna.
Yeah, so. I mean, maybe Kojima's the type that plays games like Cicada 3301 for fun.
Oh my god, I bet.
Maybe he's the mind behind it.
While you look for that post, I really want to point out the first video that came up as a world premiere trailer was about zombies, and Jeff and I were like, what could this be? And you said it could be something, and I was like, it reminded me of Left 4 Dead. And then it got us really pumped because it was clearly like, the apocalypse has happened, and here are some zombies, and everything's really terrible. Dramatic monologue over a video game trailer.
Oh, man. That sounds like a really original storyline. Go on.
And then at the end, it's like, World War Z. And I lost my mind, because I really liked the Brad Pitt movie, World War Z, and I really love zombies. I'm excited. I don't know. I feel like that was a really good world premiere trailer to kick things off because it made everybody go, this year might actually have some good games. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know a lot of people that were really disappointed with the games from this year, and frankly, like, we had some pretty solid titles come out in 2017.
Yeah.
Between like Breath of the Wild, Horizon Zero Dawn, Cuphead, the launch of Undertale on PS4.
Yeah. I mean,
Undertale came out many years ago,
Yeah, it
far
did.
too long ago for it to count for anything this year. But
Super Mario Odyssey, which is honestly one of Nintendo's best-selling games, I think, of all time.
Destiny
ever.
2,
Destiny 2.
PUBG.
PUBG, Hellblade won a couple awards, which is really awesome. Like, I don't know. I think it was a great year for like 10 games. Maybe not a great year in all games. You know, Job Simulator, the VR game?
Oh,
where you
God.
play as a human
Yes.
and you got the little computer dudes and they're like, flip some burgers, or you like work in an office and they're really sassy. I think this was before you got to tune in.
It was.
Yeah, because I don't remember anything about that.
Yeah. So Alchemy Labs, like alchemy but with an owl. They are making a new simulator game like that with the little robots that are really sassy and it's wonderful, called Vacation Simulator. And you can like swim around and be on the beach.
Oh my God.
And I'm so excited for it.
Vacation Simulator is exactly what everyone needs.
Yeah, they were literally like, okay, everybody like goes to their job. Everybody has that. We wanted to just make something where you could go relax and play a game.
That's exactly what she. It's a picture, folks. It's a picture. So I'll save it. And
Just
I'll
found
make
this
sure.
on the internet and had to share.
Yeah. So
It's like a sitcom type cover.
it looks like the poster for the movie Junior, which had Arnold Schwarzenegger in it, where he becomes pregnant.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm going to put that in the article.
But I'll make sure I save the picture so it can get loaded up when Sarah writes down the notes. But apparently it was Ayako, who's Hideo's assistant. She tweeted it out, and then Hideo himself retweeted it.
Amazing.
So, like, he understands that he's a fucking troll.
The man wanted to write a 2-week-long boss battle for Metal Gear 3. He knows what he's doing.
He sure does. Wasn't it Kojima for the reveal of MGS5 Phantom Pains that sent, quote unquote, sent someone to act essentially as Snake with the face bandages and everything for an interview? They did this entire interview with this whoever it was that he sent. And he was like, yeah, I'm sorry Kojima couldn't make it for the interview, but I'm here to talk to you about Metal Gear Solid. And it was like...
It was Kojima.
It was Kojima the whole
because
time.
my
now
God.
if you play Phantom Pain, you can save that character out in the desert, and like when you get him back to your home base, it says it's Kojima, and he's like an extra special character to have on your base.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's adorable.
So he's like mastered trolling the internet.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Also, by the way, he looks amazing for being almost 60.
He looks 35 years old. He looks better than I look.
Which puts him at... Shoot, how old was he when he first did Metal Gear Solid?
27.
Oh, my God.
I can't even imagine. Because I'm going to be 27.
If I remember right.
In a couple months. And to put out a game
How
like
many
MGS...
video games have you made, Proxy? How many video games?
One.
You're not successful unless you've made at least 5.
Not successful unless I've made at least one major hit.
I don't know. Some of these games that were nominated for stuff were like
boy.
total indie games. Not bad or anything. Shut up. I just want to point out, best action game, Wolfenstein 2 won. Because obviously...
I couldn't help but notice that between the three of us, we own most of the games that won anything.
Yeah.
Aside from Cuphead.
And Nier Automata.
Onomatopoeia.
Nier Automata, as
Not to
Jeff
mention,
Keighley kept saying.
I completely forgot about
Sorry,
Hellblade.
He was 24 when Metal Gear 1 came out.
Yes.
That was in 1987.
Oh my God, so we all suck.
Yeah.
Seriously,
way.
what am I doing with my life? Like, anyway, I forgot about Hellblade until the awards last night.
Yeah, me too.
I've been meaning to at least watch a Let's Play of it so I can see what it's about, but I really want it because
And
apparently
then when they got up there and they're like, "Oh, this was a triumph for bringing light to people with mental issues,
Illness. Yeah.
yeah, mental illness and whatnot." And I'm like, "Wait, what?"
yeah,
Is this the game that I had heard about, but then I completely forgot the name of and wasn't in relevant media because they probably can't afford the advertising?
Honestly, yeah. It's all I know is that the main character, who is the one who won the award for best performance, she's the actress who won for best performance.
Yeah, she had mentioned like she hasn't done acting before.
Yeah, she did an amazing job, but that character had some traumatic thing happen with her tribe or people or whatever, and it basically made her like hallucinate and hear voices and stuff. And I really like it's apparently like a 4D audio experience when you're like listening with good headphones. And apparently it's amazing. But I like that they actually consulted brain doctors.
Yeah.
Actual people who study this and treat this.
I actually have it up, like the description of the game.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll skip through the bullshit, but a warrior's brutal journey into myth and madness. Set in the Viking Age, a broken Celtic warrior embarks on a haunting vision quest into Viking hell to fight for the soul of her dead lover.
Yep.
So, and it says, following that, it's created in collaboration with neuroscientists and people who experience psychosis. Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice will pull you deep into the melancholic fury of Senua's shattered mind.
Yeah.
And currently, it is on sale on the PSN network for $22.49.
Wow.
Normally $30.
I really want it because I heard that it's amazing. And I like that they actually did their research and they were just like, oh, crazy people hear voices, so let's just go with that.
And that was by Ninja Theory. And Ninja Theory is an amazing company.
Yeah.
Not to mention it sounds very much like a Dante's Inferno re-up storyline. With delving into hell to save a lover type deal, which I am all about. Yeah. Except maybe this time I won't have to deal with Satan and his floppy dick.
You know, seeing the screenshots of Hellblade,
it looks amazing.
Throughout the last like year, I always get fucked up because her face, like Senua's face, looks like Aloy.
Yeah, that's why I was very.
Every time I saw it, I was like, did they add more stuff to the game? I don't remember that cutscene.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh no, that's Hellblade. Okay.
Yeah. No, they did such a good fucking job.
But
I'm so
watching the mocap of that game because they live mocap that with facial and everything.
When they announced the game, I think is when they were live mocapping the actress.
Yeah, they chronicled all 3 years it took to create the game.
What was her name? Melina Jurgens.
Yeah,
who isn't an actress? She was like their editor, but
yeah, she does video editing.
She did a great job. Best art direction, Cuphead won.
As well as, I think, best soundtrack.
No, best soundtrack was Nier.
Yeah. But Cuphead did win best debut indie game, which
That's
is
the
not,
other category
it's
it won.
not surprising. Like the rest of the indie games I've never heard of, and I've kind of been on top of gaming news this year, but Cuphead like fucking exploded. Of course it won.
Overwatch won best ongoing game.
Yep.
Which that was kind of a new category for them this year. Best ongoing game pretty much chronicled as long like you qualified to be in a best ongoing game if you release DLC or you constantly patch your game.
Yep.
So like Destiny 2, even though it's been out for less than a year, it's been out for less than 6 months, qualified. They were one of the nominees.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because they patch weekly and they just released DLC as of this past week. So
yeah, and I mean Blizzard's been really good with patching and DLC for a lot of their games. Because they run like seasonal events and everything else.
Exactly.
So. Not to mention they have to continuously patch because they're, doing the whole esports thing.
Yeah, they kind of have to have
if you're
everything.
not constantly trying to make sure that you're taking care of everything that's potentially wrong with your game,
you're fucked.
You're not going to make it in the esports leagues.
It's true. World premiere trailer of Soul Calibur 6.
Soul Calibur.
That was awesome.
Yeah. As soon as I started watching it, I was like, is this Soul Calibur?
Yeah, Jeff knew right off.
Annabelle too. She's just like, yeah, that character's from Soul Calibur. And I was like,
yeah, I had no idea. I was like, whatever it is, it looks really good.
I am really hyped.
Also, because it just happens to be here in my notes, 50% off all of the major Bethesda titles this weekend. So like Doom and Fallout 4 and Skyrim and
all of their latest AAA titles are 50% off right now.
So
not the DLCs. I checked it today.
Yeah.
Because the sale is already up. You can't get the Dishonored 2 DLC for half off.
That's
but it's
fair.
only $30.
Yeah.
Like whatever.
I mean, perfect timing.
I mean, when you think about it, like, oh, the money that I saved by not paying full price for the game,
I'm gonna
I can
buy
go
the
ahead and
DLC.
get the DLC for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's pretty cool. Trying to think. The GTFO.
Oh my
It was
god,
a world
that looked
premiere
really
of a
good.
game called GTFO. It's the same people who make. I can't remember now. So my news is garbage.
It's okay.
But the game's called GTFO. The tagline is "Work together or die together."
Yeah.
Essentially, what it is you are part of a 4-person team that went down into like this chamber, like storage area to check on things, and something awakens, and what looks like a horde of zombies or infected people or something start coming at you, and the whole goal of this game is to get back to the surface.
Yeah.
Hence it being called Get the Fuck Out.
It looked really good, and the voiceover was like from the perspective of, it sounded like a character in the game saying, I don't remember these people, I don't know why I'm here, but
Yeah.
every day I wake up and I'm here. And it sounded like a character who knows they're in a video game.
Yeah.
I don't know, it sounded really cool.
It looked pretty cool just based off of the trailer. It looked like there was some pretty cool like techie things that were added to, like they had like a scanner. You scan a door and you see if there's anything behind it. And
It looked really sick. I don't know.
what else? Another Metro game.
I saw
Metro
that Metro Exodus, which I don't know if you've seen this yet, but someone did a freeze frame of when the tickers were flipping to spell out Exodus, and there was a point in it where if you freeze frame it, it says August 8th, 2018.
Oh shit!
That's cool.
And so they're like potential release date. So nothing confirmed. It's all speculation.
Yeah,
But
because
that's still a really
still
cool
pretty
little-
cool.
they said like at the end of the premiere, it said fall 2018. So August 8th kind of, that's roughly a good area for it to be still considered summer, but
Yeah, I mean,
on
Yeah,
the cusp.
I consider August to be fall. Am I crazy?
No.
Okay.
I haven't actually gone through and checked frame for frame like they did to see if like maybe it just runs through dates and
Right.
then all of a sudden it's there. So
Maybe.
like maybe you just froze on
Did
a
you
random
know
date. But
there's a key on your keyboard you can hit to make YouTube go frame by frame.
yes,
I don't remember what the key is, but I discovered it and I was like, oh my god.
YouTube has a lot of functions that I just
Yeah.
they tie in with a similar kind of functions to like Premiere.
And
but
yet, every fucking time that I hit the space bar, it just launches me down the screen instead of pausing. No matter how hard I try. Mm-hmm. It's great. But if I hit J, it'll restart the video. Really cool. Or whatever button it is.
yeah, whatever.
One more because we played Bulletstorm.
We sure did.
Oh, yeah.
The creators of Bulletstorm, which is
They put out Witchfire.
yeah,
I believe.
Witchfire.
is the new one.
They're the creators of Bulletstorm and Vanishing of Ethan Carter. They opened up a trailer, kind of like, okay, well, maybe it's a new mystery game, and then it's like an adventure game, and then they're like, but sometimes we also created Bulletstorm, and what was the other title that they made? And it was another like bullet hell game, eventually,
Yeah.
essentially, and yeah.
But it started out with,
I
like,
want to pick this up.
You walking down a path of like greenery, and it's like from the makers of really calm, nice game. You're like, oh, this is really nice. Maybe it's going to be like a cool little whatever.
It's gonna be cool,
and then
calm, and collected.
It gets kind of dark, and the music gets dramatic, and it's like, but we also fucking made Bulletstorm, and then it gets really dramatic, and there's a monster, and you have to fight it and shoot it, and suddenly there's guns. You're pretty
oh,
crazy.
it's
My cable on my head.
the astronauts.
Yeah, 'cause it's yours.
But it looks really
So-
good.
It sure did. So, keeping in line really quick with Bulletstorm, I found out because I didn't bother paying attention to Bulletstorm after like Epic Edition came out on the 360 and the PS3.
Yeah.
And of course, they've got Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition for Xbox One and PS4, which apparently there's like a $5 DLC that you can play as Duke Nukem.
Duke Newton.
Duke Newton. And they gave him all of his own voice lines.
Painkiller was the other game that they made.
Oh, yeah. I knew it was a P.
But I thought it was pretty cool. Give Duke Nukem a chance to be in a good game.
I came here to... What is it? I came here to kick gum
came here
and
to chew ass.
And I'm all out of
gum.
ass.
Yeah.
God, there was something else. Oh, Bayonetta.
Bayonetta 3.
You like Bayonetta.
I am really excited. So it's a little weird that it was weird in the first place that Nintendo and Platinum Games decided, like, okay, Bayonetta 1 came out on the 360 and the PS3.
Yes.
Bayonetta 2 is going to be exclusive to the Wii U.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Being the type of game Bayonetta is, which is very Devil May Cry-ish, but with a significant greater quantity of F-bombs.
Oh, yeah.
Great.
The whole beginning trailer to Bayonetta 2 was just like, what the fuck? Fuck this. Fuck you. Fucking demons.
Oh, yeah, because that's the one that I've watched like 800 times.
Yeah,
before.
so like now Bayonetta 3 is going to drop on the Switch and bring you all those glorious F-bombs because you know they're not taming their game down.
No.
Yeah.
And which I like because I feel like when they did that with the Wii U, it was an attempt to be like, hey, look, buy Nintendo's shit because it's good.
Yeah, we're not just about family.
And this is just another step along with like the release of all the other third-party games for Nintendo that are coming out to be like, look, good shit comes out on the Switch.
Yeah,
and now you can play Bayonetta 3 as well as 1 and 2.
And 3 is going to be an exclusive.
Yeah, 3 will be exclusive to the Switch in the same way that 2 was exclusive to the Wii U.
Right.
But it sounds like they're porting 1 and 2 to the Switch as well.
Right.
They
are.
So-
It's you buy 2 and it comes with a full download of 1.
And then you buy 3, and then you don't have a life anymore.
Pretty
I'm
much.
fine with that.
The Bayonetta games are honestly really good.
Yeah.
But and then of course Breath of the Wild's DLC dropped,
Yep.
Yeah, really suddenly.
which thank goodness when Annabelle picked it up, like she got the season pass.
Yeah.
So
I
told her and I was like, how have you not started downloading it yet? And we popped into the shop and it's like downloading DLC and we're like, yes.
as soon as it happened, I was like, message Annabelle, because I didn't know if she was watching.
Yeah, Jeff messaged me about it as I was
I
like
messaged
turning
both of you.
as I was turning the corner to come home. So the first thing I said when I came in the apartment was DLC for Breath of the Wild's out.
There's a new PUBG map, desert map, which is really cool because there's only been the one, and everybody kind of knows it by the back of their hand now.
Yeah.
So there's a new desert map in the test area, so that's really cool.
Also, PUBG is coming to Xbox One.
It is. Polygon's already got a video up of them just kind of exploring the desert area in case anybody is super interested in what it looks like. I think it was Patrick, Gil, and one other person, but it should be pretty funny either way. Best performance was... I voted for Ashley Birch for her
Aloy.
Aloy in Horizon because I'm all about Horizon and I love Ashley Birch because she was Chloe in Life is Strange, the first one.
Yeah.
She wasn't in the second one because of the writer's strike, because of the actor's strike. So that really sucked. But I love her a lot and I really wanted her to win. So I'm torn because Melina Juergens, who was in Hellblade,
Did they announce before I came into the fray? Did they announce a winner for best strategy game?
No.
No.
Because I remember voting on it.
Yeah.
Because I remember.
I feel like all the ones not all the things I voted for were actually there.
No.
They weren't.
Okay.
I know because I thought to
wait,
myself,
wait.
it'd be really interesting.
He did. It was really brief. Strategy Mario Rabbids is what I wrote down.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I mean,
So that's
it's basically XCOM with Mario.
So
but
they did cover like all the like mediocre ones that weren't super important. He just kind of ran through really quick.
They forgot to announce
Best-
PUBG winning a game. Winning an award.
Best
jeez.
RPG Persona 5 Strategy Mario Rabbids. Most anticipated Last of Us Part 2 obviously. Best family game Odyssey. Best esports team Cloud9. That was like
of course, Cloud9.
Jeff Keighley just like real nasty, just like dropped him and then got on with the show. And I just was typing along, not even listening, just
Wow.
typing.
I mean, they do have a certain like time quota they needed to fill.
And I think a couple people went over. So
Yeah, some of us thought it was. Never mind. But yeah, because I remember looking at the nominees for best strategy game, and they had Tooth and Tail for the PS4.
Yeah.
And it was like a couple of mice, and I'm like, this looks like somewhere between Redwall and Mouse Guard. And
yeah,
I'm all about
I
this.
voted
What's going
for that
on?
one because it looked really cute, and I hadn't heard of it, and I hadn't heard of the other ones, and I was like, this one.
Tell you, I
could be
sure
really
do
neat.
want to pick it up and try it.
Yeah. Oh, I wanted to also point out because it made me laugh really hard. Best student game was Level Squared. He was a guy from Australia who was like maybe in his late 30s, early 40s, and he came up on stage to take his award, and he was shaking, reading his little like thank you speech, and that he was like, "I graduate in a week. Please hire me." And it made me laugh really hard.
Honestly, I can't blame him because like my speech class, when we first started speech class and you got up in front of the class to like, it was giving a famous speech. So you had to like mostly memorize someone else's speech. But even doing my own work, you get up there and you're fucking trembling.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine trying to accept an award when you've probably never practiced giving a speech before.
In front of not just thousands of real life people,
but the internet.
Millions of fake online people.
Oh my God. Speaking of like fake online people, I was really happy for the majority of what was going on because I left the chat off on Twitch.
Yeah.
I turned chat back on right near the end and it was just a whole bunch of garbage. As soon as they announced Game of the Year, everyone's like, rigged.
Oh yeah. See, I'm happy for Breath of the Wild. By the way, Breath of the Wild won Game of the Year. I'm happy for Breath of the Wild because I think it deserves all of the awards it got. I'm always going to be mad that
Horizon didn't win a single award.
Horizon and its people did not win a single thing. And I've only been playing Horizon for 16 hours, and it has changed my life. But I'm sure people feel like that way about Breath of the Wild, too. I don't know. I like that when What's-His-Face came on stage to thank everybody for another award for Breath of the Wild, he was like, basically said, we're not done making new Zelda games. Because it kind of seemed like Breath of the Wild might be like, if it's the last one, at least it was a great one. But he's like, no, straight up. We're not done.
We are not done here.
Because that's fucking great.
Because now they finally have a platform that people want to buy.
Yeah.
Like probably the first one since the GameCube.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people bought the Wii because it was necessary. And even then...
They bought the Wii because they thought the motion controls were better than they actually were.
Yeah, and the only good thing that came out of the Wii was like not the Wii Sports.
The backward compatibility for GameCube.
Is it the Wii Sports? Yeah, where you can like go bowling and shit.
Yeah.
That stuff is so fun.
The stuff that was basically meant for tech demos.
Mm-mm. Yeah. All right, is that all the Game Awards?
That's it. Okay. That's all we had.
That's the entirety of the Game Awards. There you go, guys. You can just tune out now.
It was really jumbled, but honestly, we didn't really read it that out of
It was a pretty good time. I was live tweeting a lot of it and going back and forth with I say back and forth, but what I mean is Jake Baldino would tweet something and then I would respond to him, and then he would ignore me like Senpai does.
Yeah, that happens.
Notice me, Senpai. Notice me, Senpai.
It was like when the Extra Life Facebook page noticed us on our Extra Life post.
Oh, God,
on Facebook,
yes.
And I was like, oh, my God.
Exactly that.
Do we want to talk about FNAF Pizzeria Simulator really quick?
I think we need to. We'll probably delve into that next week because I need to find out more about it.
Me too.
We've downloaded it and I've seen like Markiplier's playthrough, but I feel like there's still so much to go through
There's at least 2 different methods of play. One of them is the correct ending, and one of them is the happy ending.
I like the way you put that.
Yeah.
That's very much like World War II.
But there's so many other secrets, and I feel like between watching Markiplier's videos, where he just goes through it like real just good, is a good way to finish it, but watching GT Live is a frustrating way to watch it be done thoroughly. Like, they play all the mini games, they do all the stuff, they try to get all the secrets so that MatPat can get his information for the game theory videos.
Yeah.
So it's like, kind of watching both takes up many hours of your day, but it solves some mysteries. So that's what I'm going to be doing this weekend. Because I have no life.
Yeah, I might if I can find the time. But
yeah.
Until then, FNAF Pizzeria Simulator is out for free on Steam. If you're the type of person that didn't know and want to get into that, definitely check it out. And we will be back infecting your ears with more gaming news next week. Until then, if you want to find out more about us, you can check out yeahDudeGamers.com for all of our articles, podcasts, videos, links to social media, whatever it is that suits your fancy. Get on over there and do that before you have to pay a premium for our lack of net neutrality.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a whole nother podcast we're not even going to delve into. So until next time, hang in there and game on. See ya.
Game off.